All right, let's dive in. Today, we are going on a journey to really get to the heart of one of humanity's greatest adventures, NASA. We're going to look at everything from the incredible rockets that literally pierce the heavens to, believe it or not, the technology that's probably in your pocket right now. We'll uncover just how this agency's relentless quest for knowledge has totally shaped our world.
So where does something this big even start? Well, it all begins with a question. A really simple but incredibly powerful and deeply human question that people have been asking forever. What is out there? This is the same spark that drove ancient sailors across vast oceans, and it is the very same spark that today fuels the massive engines of our rockets.
To really wrap your head around what NASA is, our source material gives us this brilliant way of looking at it. Just for a second, forget all the complex government agency stuff, and just picture this. NASA is like a curious child with a brand new telescope. They're constantly looking up at the night sky, just filled with wonder, and always asking that big question. It's that spirit, that pure, relentless curiosity that really defines the whole agency.
Now, this idea of a child's dream, it's not just a cute saying. It really is the foundation, the very heart of NASA's mission and its identity. So let's dig into how this powerful sense of curiosity drives literally everything that they do.
Okay, first, let's get the official part out of the way real quick. NASA is, of course, an acronym. It stands for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. It's basically the science and exploration arm of the United States, tasked with this grand cosmic adventure. And when we say exploration, the scope is just, well, it's astronomical, right? NASA's gaze stretches from our own beautiful planet Earth all the way out to our closest neighbor, the Moon. It sends these amazing rovers to crawl across the dusty red plains of Mars and orbiters to study the giant swirling storms of Jupiter. It even studies our own life-giving star, the Sun. And with these incredibly powerful telescopes, it peers deep, deep into the vast, unknown universe.
NASA was founded way back in 1958. Now, it was born out of the tensions of the Cold War for sure, but it was founded on what our source calls one beautiful dream. And that dream has two really important parts. First, to simply understand space. And second, to use that knowledge, all that amazing science, to actually help all of humanity. It's a mission that's looking way out there, but at the same time is deeply focused on our well-being right here at home.
Okay, so with that mission in mind, let's take a trip. Let's journey out into the cosmos to see what this great adventure actually looks like. We're going to explore NASA's work out there.
This really captures the whole idea of space exploration perfectly, doesn't it? It's a journey that starts right here on our home planet and uses the unbelievable power of rockets to launch robotic probes and human astronauts out into the solar system. The Moon, well, that was humanity's first giant leap. And now, the red planet, Mars, that's the next great frontier everyone's looking at.
So why? Why make these incredible, dangerous, and expensive journeys? Because NASA is in the business of trying to answer the biggest questions you can possibly imagine. Questions like, hey, could humans actually live on another planet, like Mars? How did everything, the entire universe, even begin? And maybe the most profound question of all, in all of this unimaginable vastness, are we alone?
And who are the people at the very front of this incredible quest? Our source has a great name for them: space heroes. These are the brave, brilliant astronauts who train for years and years to travel into the harsh, hostile environment of space. They really are our eyes, our hands, and our hearts out there in the great unknown. A lot of these astronauts serve on the International Space Station, or the ISS, and this thing is incredible. It's this huge orbiting laboratory, a symbol of amazing international cooperation, just zipping around the Earth at 17,500 miles per hour. Up there on the ISS, astronauts literally live and work in space, conducting these groundbreaking experiments in microgravity. And that lets them study things in a way that's totally impossible to do down here on Earth.
But for all of its focus on distant stars and other planets, NASA's mission isn't just about looking out. It's also about turning its powerful cameras back around and watching over our own precious home, planet Earth.
The agency runs this huge fleet of what you could call eyes in the sky. These are super sophisticated satellites orbiting our planet, and their jobs are absolutely vital. They watch our weather systems develop in real time, they track the long-term effects of climate change, and they're the backbone of the GPS and communication networks that we all depend on every single day.
And this is where it gets really practical for you and me. That data from the satellites, it doesn't just sit in a lab somewhere. It comes directly to us. It becomes the weather forecast you check on your phone.
It provides those crucial early warnings for hurricanes and other disasters. And yep, it helps give us faster internet and more accurate maps.
NASA's role as our planet's caretaker goes even deeper than that. From their unique viewpoint up in space, they study the health of our world with unbelievable precision. They can monitor how fast the ice is melting at the poles, they check on the health of our vital forests and oceans, and they track pollution as it moves through our air and water. All of this data is absolutely essential for protecting our beautiful home.
So, here's the key takeaway. While all of NASA's work is happening way up there in the heavens, its impact is felt right here on Earth, and often in ways you would never, ever expect. So, let's look at how space exploration has actually trickled down into your daily life.
Okay, this is one of my favorite parts of the whole NASA story. See, to solve the insane challenges of space travel, NASA engineers have to invent all this incredible new technology. Then, through a special program, these innovations get licensed to private companies, who then turn them into things we can all use. The tiny, super high-quality camera in your phone? That tech was pushed forward for probes going to other planets. The memory foam in your mattress? That was developed to make crashes safer for astronauts. Even major advances in solar technology have their roots in needing to power spacecraft far, far from home.
But really, beyond all the cool gadgets, maybe NASA's greatest gift is what it teaches us about our own potential. It's this constant, shining example that proves the sky is not the limit. It reminds us that science isn't just boring data, it's a field packed with wonder and awe. And it shows us time and time again that humanity is at its absolute best when we put our differences aside and explore together.
Our source material wraps up with what it calls NASA's sweet message to the world, and it's a really powerful one. It's like a call to action for every single one of us. It says, dream big, explore bravely, and never stop asking questions.
And that's where we're going to leave it today. NASA's entire story started with one simple question, and it led to some of the greatest achievements in all of human history. So, if the sky truly is not the limit, what question will you ask next?